Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. It's the Spiritual Warrior UK here. If you're new to the channel, thank you for joining me. Please like, comment, share, give us a thumbs up. It's you that keeps the channel going. I'm here a couple of times a week, just depending on what's going on astrologically, and try and mix things up just to keep it interesting. If you want to follow me on other social media, I am on Instagram and Facebook there daily, just because it's easier to post. And if this reading resonates with you and you would like a personal reading, then you can find all my offerings at thespiritualwarrior.uk. So today we are looking at the 2112 portal. So there's lots of talk about this Saturn and Jupiter conjunction, and it's also the winter solstice, which makes this even more powerful that it's fallen on this day this year. Also, it's the first time in 200 years that it's going to fall in an air sign, whereas before it's always fallen in an earth sign, and the earth signs are all about material possessions, what we see about ourselves. And the air sign is a much quicker energy. It's the Aquarius energy, and the Aquarius energy is much more about collaboration, community, humanitarian, you know, all of us being in this together. So it's a very, very different energy. Now Jupiter and Saturn are also meeting at 0 degrees, which is also really poignant, and this is like a new start, you know, a new paradigm really. And I don't know if I said this, did I say this is the first time in 200 years that it's changing its sign into air? So it's been a while since we felt a really different surge of energy. So I'm really excited to see what's going to come up in this reading, what the energies are like, because yeah, you know, the energies are shifting already and quickly as well. So let's crack on and just see what we're going to get. So Spirit, what do we need to know? What are the energies for Jupiter's Saturn conjunction? 2112 portal, please. What do we need to know? What are the current energies? What are the energies for the 2112 portal? Retreat to nature. Interesting. Actually, what I'm being drawn to on this is very much the colours, and they have a heart here, and he's green, and green is the colour of the heart chakra, and that's really what I'm being led to. That came out quick. Wonders. Okay, I'm going to get one more as well. Okay, what's the energies for the 2112 portal, please? 2112 portal. 2112 portal, please. What else do we need to know? Jupiter Saturn conjunction. What else do we need to know for the winter solstice? Whoa. Okay. Okay, we have protection, and we also have delight. This is interesting. I had to restart this reading because my phone went off in the middle of it, and I had to take the call, and there was another card, not in this deck, but there was another card of protection as well. You know, for me, purple, we are connected to the third eye. Your third eye is all about your higher intuition, your telepathic messaging. You know, keep an open mind, emotional development, but also keep protected as well. And of course, when you retreat into nature, you are grounding yourself in, so you are protecting. And on this protection, there is a tree, which indicates stick in nature as well. Okay, what else do we need to know about this 2112 portal, please? 2112 portal. The status quo. Just been called to the bottom of the deck, and we've got the vast universe as followed by happy success. So I'm drawn to take all of these. It's really interesting because I feel that the shifts in energies, if you are going to be affected by them, as I know that many of you are, I feel that the protection that you need going into these shifts, because the energies are going to be heightened, is around nature, is around grounding, is around being open but protected, What's interesting for me is that you know, even the delight is a bird that's in nature, and for me birds are about seeing things from a different perspective. You've got all the birds in the air here, and they're also in white, and the lightning that's coming down from the protection is also in white, which is what I've been drawn to. Really been drawn to the colours. Just see if you can see this here. So the birds coming up all in white, and the lightning that's coming down is also white. So yeah, I'm feeling that there is shifts coming in, but we need to keep grounded with this. We need to keep in a good vibration, keeping your delight, keeping your high energy. With the status quo, it's again, it's like we're being drawn to the light. We're being drawn. It's keeping the path clear, is what I'm hearing. It's keeping. There's not going to be, you know, do I go off in this way? Do I go off in that way? It's with this card. It's this is the route that you follow. This is the route that you'll be drawn to. It will be very, very clear to you. And the vast universe, again, it's like a path going up, and the happy success. Really, for me. Again, white coming out of the sky here, and white in the sky. So that real cleansing energy, that really high vibrational crown chakra that's opening up and connecting, the spiritual awareness, the empathy, you know, it aids us to connect to the universe, to the higher mind, to the higher wisdom, to our higher selves, to get success and recognize that the universe is vast. Yeah, really interesting, really interesting card. So let's have a look with the tarot and see what we've got with the tarot. So the energies of the 2112 portal. What are the energies going to be like for the 2112 portal, please? The winter solstice. Energies for the 2112 portal, please. Energies for the 2112 portal. Thank you. Okay, we've got the moon. That's interesting because the moon flipped when I was shuffling as well. We've got the 8 of Wands. What else do we need to know? Gosh, they're flying out with some force. 2 of Wands. What else do we need to know, please? Okay. We've got the Ace of Swords, we've got the Knight of Cups, and the bottom of the deck we've got the Hierophant, and also we've got the 3 of Cups. For me, the 3 of Cups is really about celebration, meet up, union, moving to success, and the Hierophant is about a higher level of ascension, higher level of connection as well. So what we've got here, it's really interesting because the moon, the card that I'm getting from the moon is a little bit of a different energy, and what it feels like it's a very communicative energy. They're really bringing me to the wolves here, and it's almost like they're talking to each other. That's what I feel. It feels that where the moon can be about secrets and not knowing the truth and things undercover, I feel that this is almost like the reverse. It's like there's gonna be talk about what was kept secret, that there is a lot of communication of what needs to be communicated. Because it's interesting with this card, if you can see, it's kind of like the moon and the sun, and that's almost like the energy that I'm getting from it. It's where it's the stuff that you don't know in the traditional moon card, but in here it's about them talking, it's about them communicating, because we've got the moon and the sun. So it's about brightening up, it's about shining through, it's about the polarities is what they're saying. And that's really leading me to the status quo. It's about the polarities of what's going on, which is very much masculine and feminine. It's about getting those energies in a balance. And I really feel that the Eight of Swords is recognizing, it almost feels like it's a wake up of how the air energy gets you tied up, how the emotional energy makes you feel trapped, makes you feel stagnant. It is the word that's coming, makes you feel that you can't see in which direction that you need to go. But actually what you're doing is that you're looking outwards, you're looking and waiting for new beginnings to happen, for new starts to come about, to new starts to come towards you, because you want a beginning of truth, of clarity, of communication with this sword again, but you want it with a heartfelt communication. You know, what's happened with COVID this year is that, you know, we've been very separate from each other. We've been told, taught, whatever, you know, your opinion of COVID is that to keep separate, it's dangerous to be close to people. And that in itself is a very dangerous scenario, because we are beings that thrive with communication, we thrive with touch, we thrive in communities. We're not good on our own. You know, you take the cancer cell and that's a single isolated cell and it destroys. You know, we're much better in the harmony of an environment where there are more people that can support us and that can bring us joy and can bring us cheer, and that's what gives us the success. When you work on a higher level and you can see the benefits of people being around you, that they step forward with love in a clear way, that you are safe, you are protected, that things are changing. And it's like the whole energy of this feels like it's one of jointness, communication, tribe, that's the word. That's what it feels like. It's the tribal connection that the shift is getting back. Okay, let's see what shifts are we going to see with this Jupiter Saturn conjunction. What shifts are we going to see? What shifts are we going to see moving into the Aquarius energy? I'm not sure whether that was up or back. Okay, I'm going to put him up. What shifts are we going to see? Thank you. Interesting that we've got two queens in reverse here, and I'm just trying to work out, these are pages, 2 pages, 2 queens, balancing out. Hermit energy on the bottom of the deck. Okay. So really drawn to the feminine energy taking forward, taking stride. With them being in reverse, I feel that it's trying to balance out. It's trying, where the masculine energy in the past has been the more of the dominant energy, the more the go-getter, and we've spoken a lot about the feminine rising and the feminine leading the way and leading forward, or the feminine energy. I mean, so it's really interesting that these are both in reverse for me. So I'm going to get a card on both of these, actually all of them. So what shifts are coming in? So what shifts are, give me a card on the Knight of Wands, please. Thank you. 7 of Wands. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Swords, again, this clear communication coming in. Page of Pentacles, please. Clarify the page, please. got the 5 and the Lovers as well. And the 6 of Pentacles, King of Wands, and the Queen of Cups in reverse. The World, Temperance, you know, on the bottom of the deck as well. Again, Ascension really coming through strongly with this. So what I'm getting with the Wands is a lot of passionate energy moving forward, but feeling that you're sort of like hitting a barrier, feeling that you're sort of hitting a wall where you want to take a new beginning with this Page of Wands, because the Page is a new beginning. It becomes after the 10. It's that subtle, it's that sort of youngish energy, but you know, all the sprouts are sprouting out on his wand, and he's taking new steps forward, but he has to be careful, and I say he just because it's a page, take it as it resonates, that not to get caught up in the pressure and feeling that it's necessary to protect yourself. It's very much about going with the flow, about being able to feel grounded and secure. Again, ground yourself in nature, protect yourself, because a new beginning is coming, a new beginning. And what's interesting is that we're moving into the age of Aquarius, and Aquarius is the air sign, and we've got 2 Ace of Swords here, which they've just pointed out. You know, and that's what we're talking about. We're moving into the age of Aquarius, and we've got 2 Ace of Swords here, which is really just bringing this down. So it's like where it was more in oh, excuse me, where it was more in the earth, where it was more grounded down, now we're flipping it around. We're moving into, excuse me while I take some water, we're moving it into the air energy, into the emotional, mental body, which is much quicker. So again, when we've got another page here, the Page of Pentacles, it's about the feeling that whatever you've been working on is that it's a bit of a struggle, it's a bit of a difficulty at the moment, because you feel that you keep hitting walls, and that it's difficult to move forward. And this could have been with a relationship. We've got the Lovers here, or it can be about choices. 2 messages coming in, that each time that you make a choice, you feel like you're not moving forward with it, and then you wonder whether you made the wrong choice. With the Lovers card on the other messages that are coming in, however much you felt that you moved forward, you felt that the door was closed with your counterpart, or with a current relationship, whatever you like to call it at the moment. But I feel that it's been difficult to balance things up, but we've got new communication coming in, communication that is clear, communication that is actually has come from growth, that has come from doing the work. I'm here, you know, and doing the transformation. Ace of Wands, and I know it's not the Ace, the Ace of Wands is about ascension, you know, it's about transformation, creativity. And the King is at the top of his game, you know, the King is about the responsibility of that transformation, now grounding it in. And all our cards we've got with our oracle cards are about grounding in, are about protection, are about the kind of yin and the yang, is what they're saying to me. And then we've got the Queen of Cups in reverse, and I feel that this is about not wanting to release attachment, just sort of holding on a little bit, wanting to control, but realizing, or needing to realize, that you've got the world at your feet. You can release control. You are safe. You are protected. Again, I'm getting this voice stuff really coming in with this new beginning. A lot of communication coming in. Excuse me, bear with me a minute. Oh, okay, let's get some more cards on this. So what shifts in the union? As we've had the Lovers come up, let's see what shifts we're going to see in union, in these divine unions. What shifts can we see in the divine union? Okay, we've got the 8 of Cups in reverse. What shifts can we see in these unions, please? Justice in reverse. Seven of Cups. What shifts can we see? Another Ace, another new beginning. One more, please. Okay, 2. Oh wow, we've got Judgment again. I know Judgment, Temperance. For me, these 3 are all quite similar. And then we've got the Empress again. That's that energy coming through. So I actually, this feels quite different for this. You know, what shifts are we going to see? But then what shifts are we going to see with regards to union? Actually feels a lot more positive than what shifts we can. The shifts seem quite sort of muddled. It feels like a bit of a muddled energy in the polarities. Again, it's that word that keeps coming up in the polarities. But with to union, there's no walking away, even though I feel that both counterparts have tried to walk away, but keep being drawn back to this union, wanting balance to come up, wanting balance to take place. Wanting things to go in your favor, but feeling that they're not, feeling that you're still struggling. And a lot of that is because you've got a lot going on in your mind. It feels like it's a lot of options. It's not a pipe dream. You're not making it up, but you need to ground yourself in and be very clear what it is that you want, so the universe can then match it for you. It's like then bring it down, it's then bringing it back down into the tangible, into the solid, into the new beginning with another Ace. We've got 3 aces in this spread. Then we've got Temperance again. So a lot of stuff about ascension going on in this reading. But all the ascension cards come up. Temperance, Judgment, a shift in consciousness, you know, and really that is what the new earth has been about, leading into the feminine energy, leading into the Empress energy, the birth of something new. The Empress is about the fertility, the nurturing, the creativity, the harmony of that birthing of something new. Wow. Okay, let's just have a quick look and see. I'm going to take these off and just see where the divine masculine and the divine feminine okay. So with the shifts of this 2112 portal, how is this going to affect the divine masculine, please? How is this going to affect the divine masculine, please? This 2112. How is this going to affect the divine masculine? Eight of Cups in reverse again. It's just more clarity. We're getting the same cards coming out again. Oh, okay, that's kind of a lot. Okay, we've got the King of Swords in reverse. Okay, just one more, please. Take on those. Judgment again. Wow, I mean, they sort of do this when they're just giving me the same messages over and over again. Not walking away, but taking the a softer approach is what I'm getting. You know, the King of Swords, and again we're going into Aquarius energy, which is swords energy, can be a little bit domineering, can be controlling, and I feel that's where the masculine has struggled in the past, to let go of control and let go in just trusting the process. And I feel that there has been a massive awakening. You know, this is not just around this portal, but throughout this whole year and these last couple of years, certainly this year, a big shift in the divine masculine, and that's just reiterating this with the cards. Let's just see how he feels about the feminine, please. How does the divine masculine feel about the divine feminine? The Fool, new beginning. I'm going to leave that one there. And and the High Priestess just flipped out. Okay, divine feminine. How's these energies going to affect the divine feminine? Hermit in reverse, again, another duplication of these cards. How's these energies going to affect the Divine Feminine, please? Got the Magician in reverse, and we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Coming out of this solitude, the Divine Feminine has, bottom of the deck, Two of Cups. Again, I've got this throat stuff coming in. Wow. It's really interesting. This is a really different energy in my throat. It's very sharp. It almost sword-like, you know. It's a very, it comes cutting very, very quickly. So I feel that coming out of a time of reflection, and there's been a lot of reflection for the feminine, a lot of time, a lot of work that's been done, still not quite recognizing that you have everything that you need to create what it is. It's almost like a little bit of untrust in the union, and that has been because you're not seeing it in the 3D. I certainly know that you all feel it in the 5D, just because of the readings that I do for you. And everyone, all the feminines are feeling it in the 5D. And it's the untrust of, you know, is this right? Am I just making this up? Is this actually real? And it's trying to flip that card around, because you've got the Ten of Pentacles just here, your wishes fulfilled in the Pentacles, in the earthly plane, you know, having it all. And then at the bottom of the deck, we've got Two of Cups, which is your sacred union. So I think it's that disbelief of the union that's creeping in for the feminines, and that has been a pattern over the last couple of weeks as well. How does the feminine, just one card please, how does the feminine feel about the masculine? How does the feminine feel about the masculine? Nine of Wands. She's tired. She's tired with this journey, but bottom of the deck, we've got the Emperor, which is really, really interesting. So she's tired. She's put up some walls. It's been a long, arduous journey. But she also knows that this is her divine masculine. And however much she wants to walk away, there is always something that just seems to draw her back. So let's get some guidance for the 2112 portal for the divine masculine and the divine feminine, please. A lot of ascension energy in this. I mean, they're just bringing me to the judgment. Again, massively, a lot of ascension coming through with this portal. So can we have a card of guidance, please, for the divine masculine? Card of guidance for the divine masculine, please. Okay, we've got Serenity and Guardian Angel. And for the divine feminine, please, card of guidance, please. Surrender and release. This is exactly what we were saying. We got two for the masculine. Let's get another for the feminine, please. Power. Yeah, this is exactly about why the Magician is in reverse here. It's like, recognize your power. Bottom of the deck, we've got soulmates. Wow. Release and surrender. Release and surrender the control. You have the power. You are guided. You are protected. All is coming in. Union is coming in. Union with yourself. A deeper union with yourself. A deeper union with your connection. Serenity for the masculine and the guardian angel. Trust your inner knowing. Trust your inner guidance. You are... they're bringing me to a reading that I did. I think it was the last counterpart reading that I did, and what I channeled was that the masculines are sensitive and they pick up a lot, but they're starting to recognize that that is a gift that they have and not to work against it. And that was really interesting for me, because that was the first time that I've channeled anything like that before. So I feel that they're stepping into their space, they're stepping into their peace, they're peaceful with who they are, who they've become, and where they're going, and they know that they're being guided. Middle of the spread, soulmate. So I leave you there with so much love, so much light, and I'll check in with you again soon.